growth of mobile money in Nigeria is way below a few projections put out when it was launched in 2011. And joining me in the studios to discuss the future of mobile money in Nigeria is Biyi Adeyemo, a consultant and CEO of Leeds Brand International. Thank you so much, Biyi, for joining us. Like I mentioned, it really hasn't worked out like many people projected mobile money. I'll have to admit that I'm one of those that I'm not an active user of mobile money. So I guess it really speaks to the uptake in Nigeria. Not too many people are into it. But why do you think that is?
Yeah, thank you, Wale. There are a number of factors to why a lot of people are yet to adopt. Not that they are not aware, but a lot of people are yet to adopt it. And I start with understanding how it works. When you talk to someone about it, they appreciate it, but again, they don't know what it is being used for. And then you look at the technicalities around it. So what's the procedure? How do I go about initiating a particular transaction? And then you talk about some prerequisites. The CBN has said that you must have at least a phone. Right. Now, even when you have a phone, there's no KYC. You don't have to give anything, no documents at all, other than your phone. Now, when you're trying to pay some bills, you still cannot make payments for some bills that are above the limits. Yeah. If you belong to a tier, the first tier. Take, for example, I'm paying for my cable bills, and I have to pay for something above 3,000 naira. The CBN regulation says you can't if you don't upgrade. Then you talk about the widespread of agents. Right. How many agents do we have? Right. A number of people don't know where they are located and how they can even approach them to make use of the service. So this is one of the these are one of the reasons why they
right. So what's the way forward? How do we fix this? Because this is something that's really caught on in East Africa. Everyone knows a lot about how that is working. How can we make it work in Nigeria?
Well, I think there's hope, and I see the CBN already taking some great steps. For example, telecoms are being allowed now to operate as mobile money agents. So you see like some telecoms recruiting agents all around the country in partnership with some mobile money operators. And then I, for one, will talk about the value proposition. Can we have more services beyond the airtime top-up, beyond the bill payment and cash transfer, cash in, cash out? Take, for example, you're talking about mHealth. What is it that mobile money can help achieve with mobile health services? You talk about insurance. Can we have more delivery channels with regards to because, again, you look at the CBN coming out with a policy that bank assurance should stop. So banks can no longer act as the outlet of insurance companies. So it really is going to affect the insurance industry. And then insurance companies need to now begin to think of other avenues. So mobile money, mobile phone technology is going to be a very great platform for them to also use.
You talked about agents. Of course, that is a critical element in all of this. And if you see how the Bankers Committee, of course, that's the group of bankers, have organized themselves to get a lot of initiatives going, who really has to drive things to make an issue like the agents, the number of agents, addressing that issue on its own? Who is going to galvanize the industry to make all these things happen?
Yeah, I think the number one person is the CBN, because everything rises and falls on them. And then you have the operators themselves. There are quite a number of operators who were registered, were given licenses, and they are yet to kick off. So what's happening to them? Are their licenses revoked? Or a lot of things also have to boil down to funds. Quite a number of them don't have funds to take up, and the CBN is not doing anything. I mean, I stand to be corrected on that. So the CBN and the operators need to really drive usage and then create awareness.
Right. But from what you see on the ground right now, are you optimistic? Are we going to fix this?
Yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic because I can, walk into any place now and ask if I can pay with my phone, and some will say yes. Even when the facility is there, they're not encouraged because the network fails, and then technology is not available to help enhance the smooth, efficient running of the service.
All right. Thank you so much for that update. Biyi Adeyemo, consultant and CEO of Leeds Brand International. And that's it from the Open Exchange West Africa team. It's back to the guys at the JSC.
Well, thanks very much, Wale. We've had an